This video is just to address an issue which I've noticed in the Frontline game mode. It's not an issue with the actual game mode itself, it's more of an issue with the way people choose to play it. And it's a way of playing it which is kind of dumb to me. Like, I just don't understand why people do it and like why people play it in this particular way. There's a lot of people who try to play the Frontline mode and have the games end as quickly as possible. Now, this is something which people kind of learned from in the first episode of Frontlines, because the first episode of Frontlines, it was like every 2 or 3 games you would see a situation where the enemy team, or well, the defending team I should say, to be a bit more descriptive, the defending team would defend so well that the attacking team couldn't get beyond the first 3 bases, A, B and C. They couldn't get past those whatsoever because the defending team defended too well. And people kind of learned from this after a while and realized, oh no, this is not a good thing to do. This is only really hurting us. Like, defending this well means that we're not getting as much XP and as much credits as we normally would. So people kind of realized this after a while and decided, oh yeah, we should maybe start like falling back and like changing to the different positions to allow the enemy team to actually capture the points so that the game lasts longer, so that we can do more damage, get more XP, get more credits, get more rank. And so you've started to notice like sort of a trend where sometimes you will notice that some players on the defending team will start falling back towards the next cap circle, even though there's no enemy tanks in the actual current cap circle. And the reason they do that is because they're preparing for the next attack and making it easier for the enemy team to attack and win the cap circles, just because they want to make the game last longer. And this is a good thing for everybody, because if the game lasts longer, then it means more credits, XP and damage for everybody, and that means more ranks. There's no disadvantage to having a longer game in the actual game itself. There's no disadvantage to having a longer game. It gives you more respawns as well, which means you can be more aggressive and you can try your luck a bit more. When it comes to the attacking team, there's a similar issue. When it comes to the final 5 bases, what the attacking team will sometimes do is they'll rush forward, kill 2 of the bases, and then just kind of farm damage up until like the 3-minute mark remaining on the game. Then they'll all rush 1 of the points and win the game effectively. What I've noticed that they sometimes do now is they'll rush all 3 bases as quickly as possible and try and end the game when there's still like 7 or 8 minutes left on the clock. This is a really dumb thing to do because, yet again, it's ending the game prematurely, and it's not necessary to end the game that quickly, because all you're really doing is making it impossible for people to get higher ranks and also to earn more credits, XP and damage as well. No, just the general things. So it only really benefits you if you want to make the game last longer. So don't end the game prematurely. Just don't do it. It's really not difficult. Just fall back when necessary, or just don't kill the guns when necessary. It's really not that difficult. Like, it's just don't shoot or fall back. Don't shoot for the attacking team, just don't shoot the points. In fact, I've actually done this once before. I've got a perfect example of this. I was next to objective 3. This was before the objective spot for the enemy team effectively. I was in a defender, and I literally sat there and farmed like 2 enemy tanks that came towards me because they came at me one by one. I was side scraping, they couldn't kill me. I was not going to let them kill me. I just sat there by objective 3, wasn't killing it, wasn't doing any damage to it. I got it down to a 1-shot kill. I waited until we were at the 2-minute mark, until like the other bases had been destroyed. I put 1 shot into it and won. Like, why wouldn't you do that? Because I just ended up getting a bunch more damage, whereas if I had finished the base off earlier, what would have happened is the game would have ended, and I would have ended the game as a captain rather than ending it as a general. Simple as that. Make the games last longer, you'll get more damage, you get more XP, get more credits, get more ranks. Just do that. It's really not difficult, and it's something which has been bothering me a little bit because I've had so many games end on me prematurely over the last few days just because people just don't seem to understand this. But one thing I just want to draw your attention to here quickly is I have now reached rank 30 prestige 6, which means whenever I prestige, I will get an Emil 1951. I am looking forward to getting it. However, I'm not going to prestige until this episode of the Frontline mode is finished. And the reason for that is purely because I want to grind up to 20 million credits. I'm on nearly 11 million right now. So after a little while I will be up to the 20 million mark, and then I'm going to try and maintain myself above 20 million, purely because of things like the black market coming into the game. And I just think it would be handy to be above that mark where possible. So yeah, I will be doing videos on the Emil 1951 whenever I get it, but it will probably be next week before I make a video on it. Just so you're aware, unless I reach 20 million credits faster than expected.